Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh. I'm full of technical difficulties today. Folks, but we're okay. We're good. I apologize if you thought we were playing Death Stranding. If you're watching on Twitch, it said Death Stranding for a minute. But hello! Hello, everybody. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller. Welcome to stream. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one and all. That's the thing people say. Hello and welcome. I'm Little Red if you're new here and or forgot who I was. Like the name of the channel that you clicked on. And I hope your day, and even though like kind of the week has just started, I hope your week is also going good. And if not, you know, hopefully this stream will turn it around. I don't know if you could hear me understand any of that. I said, hopefully this stream will turn it all around. The Ina Dream Barbecue video is up. We did it. It's on the YouTube channel. I did it. I think the thumbnail's all right. I feel like I could have improved upon the thumbnail more. But I think the rest of it, the video itself, if you look past the thumbnail, then I think it's pretty dang good. Now this is one of the newses. The other one's the smaller news, but I decided to go back and like boot up my Switch because it's been a while since I've on that, and I went back and I played the original Metroid, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, but one thing I did notice, probably due to the fact of how much I don't stream that much, but since I do stream, I noticed something. I was talking audibly the entire time, just inner thoughts, all of them coming out of my mouth, non-stop talking. I just found that really funny. So like, I've eventually caught myself noticing. I was like, I'm just talking to nobody here. There's no one. It's just me in this basement by myself with the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch, playing on a Super Nintendo, talking to myself, because that's what I'm used to doing when I'm playing games. Either way, I just found that funny. It made me chuckle a little bit in the moment. But we are live, as I already said. And I excited for this story, this idea that I had yesterday. This came, I think it was an idea I had like a week ago that I never went out with. But now I'm coming out, I'm doing it. It's happening. We're gonna get the puppet out. There he is. Look at him, bask in all his glory. Are you doing it? Are you basking? You should be basking. If you're not basking right now, you're doing something wrong. Either way, I'm gonna turn down the lights. In the theater, turn it down. Okay. There we go. With my mind powers. Because I obviously have those. But the lights are off now. And I think it's about time we got into the story. So, this story starts at my house. And I have to actually take you a little bit back. Before the house happened. Before I got to the house. Listen, I'm a guy who gets around sometimes. And I like to go on dates. And this one time, I saw a nice lady, and I said, you know what? I'm going to ask her out. And I did. And we scheduled the date. And I was looking forward to it. And so, several days had passed, and the day was coming up. And eventually, I went to bed knowing that the next morning, well, the following day, really, it was going to be a dinner date in the evening. we would have our date. And I was excited. I was ready. I was looking forward to it. And I slept that night. I slept like a baby. Slept really hard. Like a rock, actually. Babies probably don't sleep very well. They tend to wake up in the middle of the night a lot. Cry. Honestly, terrible sleepers. It depends on the baby. But that's besides the point. Because the point is, when I woke up in the morning, there was a broken window. All the cupboards and things were opened. And, like, all the drawers, all my clothes were gone. TV that wasn't even plugged in to begin with was also gone. Majority of the things I owned had just disappeared. And I looked around, and all the thief really left behind was the upper half of a crab costume, 6 pairs of suspenders, and 2 left shoes. Only the left ones. I picked up the shoes and tried to put them on my feet. And they obviously didn't work. One fit in perfectly, the other one was all wonky, and I just stared at them and I said, "The bastard. How dare he?" And I also noticed something else. My deodorant. The one thing that would keep me safe from all the wretched smells during this date. It had vanished into thin air. Well, not really into thin air. He took it! The thief took my deodorant. It was terrifying. I was gonna end up my date like this. I couldn't do that. That would be terrible. And so I decided, you know what, I have until the evening. I can go chase down this thief. Find out where he went. And take what was rightfully mine back from his clutches. And so I slept on one shoe because the other one didn't fit nicely. I put on the upper half of the crab costume, and it only took the lower half because the upper half had such hard and firm claws that it stuck to the clothes hanger. And I put on the suspenders to make sure the crab costume didn't come off. And I was ready. And I had pants on. I might want to add that. I had to have pants. I had pajama pants. So I was ready in my usual battle gear to go take down the thief. And I ran out of the house and then realized I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just running out of the house. So I looked around, trying to find somebody. I saw the neighbor mowing his lawn. I said, "Excuse me, sir." "Hey, what's happening?" "Excuse me, do you happen to know where a thief might have gone?" "A thief? Who's asking?" "The guy whose house just got broken into." "Ah, yeah, thief, right, the thief, okay. So, I mean, the thief hit multiple houses last night, mine included. Mine was the last one. He broke in through the window. I woke up because of it. Because I was sleeping like a baby. Like a baby who sleeps constantly, or like a baby who constantly gets up? A baby who constantly gets up. And so I saw the thief and I said, "Stop stealing my stuff, thief." And he said, "No." And I said, "Well, dang it." And then he went back out the window and ran off into the woods that way. "Okay, thank you, old man. And I'll try and grab your stuff back too." "Oh, that would be very kind of you. Thank you, young man." You're a man, right? You look like a pig of sorts. "I am a pig, sir." "Okay, good. It's kind of hard to tell. You look like you just got back from like some clown show or something. Like a really weird dress up, like a weird costume party, like a I don't have time for this. Listen, I need to go to get the thief. I just told you the direction he went in. That's a good point. I'll go in that direction. Thank you, sir. And so I walked. I walked in the direction that the old man pointed me in. I eventually found some footprints in the mud leading off into the distance. I wandered distant, kept wandering, and eventually they stopped atop a rock. And then were gone. I said, dang it, where did these footprints go? And I looked around. I looked around the rock. I looked under the rock. I looked around the rock again. I looked above the rock. There was nothing. And I couldn't seem to find anything. I was feeling defeated. I was like, yeah, I already we're only like 5 minutes into the story. And I already lost the thief. I don't even know where it goes from here. And I sat down on the rock. The one thing I didn't try yet. And thieves are known for their secret dens. And so what happened was I sat down on the rock. Apparently that was... I tushy entered a secret code that you had to press on the rock. And the rock lifted, and so did the ground beneath it. And there was a den, a cave, a secret cave. And I gasped audibly, the thief must have gone inside. And so I ran down into the cave, ready to confront the thief, only to be met with 3 separate paths. And in front of me stood a snail. A normal snail size, not like a big snail, but just a little snail who looked up at me and said, if ye wish to find the thief, you must answer my riddles 3. Okay, what are the 3 riddles? Well, the first one is, which riddle is this? The first? Dang it. How many riddles are left? 2. Crap. And how many riddles were there in total thus far? I mean, including this one, 3. But if you're not including this one, then 2. I never should have dropped out of riddle school. Alright, you're good to go. Alright, oh, thank you. Okay. Keep practicing, you'll get it eventually. Okay, I will, thank you. And so I began to walk down, just wait. Actually, you never told me which door to walk through. Oh, I didn't? No, you didn't. Oh. Was the one on the left? What? The one on the left? I just walked through the one in the middle! You okay, sir? Sorry? Okay. I'll practice my riddles while you're gone. Are you sure I have 4 riddles? Ah! And I landed hard on the ground. So I was luckily okay. Though I did land hard. Sorry. Wind got knocked out my throat as I landed. Caused me to cough a bunch because all these feathers flew up, and I learned, oh yeah, I landed on a bunch of pillows. That makes sense. Just a room full of pillows. Who has a room full of pillows? Unless left was the fake way, and this was a real trap. Or just one he hadn't set up yet. That's what it was. The thief simply hadn't set up his trap yet. And so I, thinking deeply, realized that this is probably also an amateur thief. if he hasn't set up his traps yet, so I should be fine. And I walked further and further down the tunnel, leading out from the trap, clearly placed there to make sure that the thief could get to it, to finish preparations on the trap. And I walked down the path, and then stumbled upon the thief. And there he stood, sack over his shoulder, looking at me. Who are you? And how'd you get in here? How'd I get in where? How'd you get in here? I trying to say here because he's like saying it in a really weird way. I can't help it. It's a problem. Right, okay. I am here. I'm here for my stuff. You stole my stuff. And now I am here to get it back. I need my deodorant. He does here for deodorant? Yes, my deodorant. I mean, I can give that to you. Wait, really? You can just give it to me? Yeah, what's deodorant's yours? That one over there. And I pointed to the golden stick of deodorant that I owned. And he said, oh, well, I could give that one to you, but it's also a golden stick of deodorant. I mean, that's worth something. Well, you just said you could give me deodorant. Yeah, well, I didn't know you owned the golden stick. Alright, pal, you leave me no choice. I shall have to defeat you in order to get my deodorant back. Charge! And I charge forward, my suspenders flapping around, the crab claws pinching on the costume, and I threw the one shoe off my foot and I smacked him in the face. So he quickly bent over and grabbed it and threw it back at me. So I was fast enough. I dodged the hit. I charged forward. I ran and I clubbed him on the head with the extremely tough crab claws. And he fell unconscious. That's what you get for taking my deodorant. And I realized something. That since I had slept so late and like a rock, as I just said, I slept late. I slept really late. I looked down at my hand-drawn watch on my wrist and realized it was hand-drawn. And then looked down at the watch that the thief had and realized I had about 5 minutes before my date. 5 minutes I had to get out of this place. Or, give or take. I mean, I could be a little fashionably late, but you never know. But either way, I needed to go. I quickly grabbed the deodorant, wiped it on my pits, and looked down at the guy and saw the sack full of things. My things. If I leave him here with these things, he's gonna keep them. He'll run away. I'll never get my stuff back. And so what I did, I had an idea. I grabbed him in the claws of the crab costume, and I ran. I ran out of that place. I went up and up the stairs leading out, and I was about to pass the snail when he said, "Halt! Before you leave, you must answer these riddles." Actually, no, I'm not going to do riddles anymore. I had a new idea. Oh, okay, but a little bit hard, so maybe you can tell me later. Like, figure it out later. Well, no! No, you must know now. Alright. What is the password? What? The password. Tell me the password. This is your idea of a riddle? Pumpkins. No. Pumpkin 75. No. Pumpkin 75 exclamation mark? No. Exclamation point, you fool. Ah, sorry, right. Okay. Can I request a reset? Yes, you may. Okay. But first, oh, come on. You must answer this simple question. What was the name of your third dog? Bessie. That's a cow's name. No, okay, here we go. I have an idea. I took out the slab of deodorant and kind of wafted it by the guy's nose. Alright, what's the name of your third dog? Oh. It's Frank. Who names their dog Frank? And I bonked him on the head again. He fell unconscious. Frank's the answer. Alright, you're good to go. Alright, I'll change my password to pumpkins. You can't do that. What do you mean I can't do that? You can't change your password to something you've already changed your password as a previous password. Okay. Frank. 2 at 0. Alright, you're good to go. Frank 2 at 0, you're good to go. Have a nice day. Thank you. And now realizing that so much time has passed from that simple password, I ran at full speed, even faster than before, to the fancy restaurant. And I ran, and eventually I got there, and I burst through the door, and I saw my date sitting there at the end table. And I just stood there. I'm here. Reservation for table 12 with that young lady over there. Thank you. And I walked over, dragging the unconscious guy with his sack behind me, one shoe on my foot, several suspenders over me, half a crab costume, and some pajama pants, sweating buckets. But you know what? Because I had that golden stick of deodorant, I smelled pretty great. And the thief kind of just sat there at the table with us, unconscious. And that was probably the last date I ever had with that woman. She was a little freaked out by the fact that I showed up in such a weird outfit. But you know what? At least she appreciated the way I smelled. She said it was pretty good. The end. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I thought that was thoroughly entertaining. Very enjoyable story. Very enjoyable. I like that a lot. It was shorter than most of our stories, but I still think it was still a pretty fun one. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you for coming to the stream. If you want, here, give me just a second. I should do this beforehand. I never do. Ahem. If you ever want to submit your own story ideas, own prompts that you want me to do on stream, you can be anonymous if you want. You can share like the name, whatever you want. You can share it, and just like a 1-sentence prompt, and I will make a story out of it. And just by clicking on that Google form and bringing you to a link, the improv story prompt form, and there you can submit your own story ideas and whatever you want, and I will do them. So yeah, again, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here and watching. If you haven't already, I obviously say go and watch the Inner Dream Barbecue video. It is up. It is live on the channel. It's not live. It is on the channel. It is a video you can watch. Go and give it a like. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe share it with your friends. or family. I don't know why I'm so afraid to promote myself on my own channel. Share me with the world. Okay. I'm headed back out to space. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. And if you're in space, I'll see you there. But if not, then I won't. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Friday. And maybe I'll see you Friday. With a new more Death Stranding. I used up all my words. All my word vocabulary has been used up. My brain doesn't work anymore. I'll see you then with Death Stranding. More Death Stranding. Happening Friday. Be there. Oh, I was gonna say be square, but that feels rude. Just be there if you want to be there. Bye-bye!